Hello, I'm Azai. So, just wanted to make a pretty short video. Hopefully, I tend to ramble on, so these updates might not be pretty short. But Happy New Year's, everyone. It's technically not the 1st of January just yet. Right now, it's the 31st. But by the time this video is out, it should be scheduled on the 2nd of January by my time zone. So it should still be New Year's for you guys, especially in the US or, everywhere else in Europe, the Western countries. But yeah, just wanted to have a pretty short update, like I said, about how the channel is going to be and my own personal 2024 New Year's resolution. So I've actually been having New Year's resolutions since 2020 now. At first, it was just a meme, I guess, that I started when I was still streaming back on Twitch regularly. I would put in, go to the gym and become fit. And no one actually believed me when I put that in. So I kind of just did it because I wanted to spite them. And lo and behold, it's actually the most awesome thing I've done throughout the whole years that I've been going to the gym. So yeah, having a goal, and even if it seems like you don't know if you're going to be able to achieve them or not, is still a good thing. Of course, you always need to dumb it down and keep your goals a bit realistic. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to know the steps of becoming a millionaire first before you suddenly just put that out there, right? I mean, it's okay to have that as a goal, as an end goal. But before you're a millionaire, maybe try going lower and say you're going to have your own startup company or something. Because that is one of the steps to get to reach into a millionaire. Or maybe you don't want a startup company. Maybe you want to be doing something else as a job or something. But yeah, there's got to be like smaller steps that you should achieve before doing that, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, also talking about, like I said, the future of the channel, I've been pretty happy with what I'm doing with the channel so far. I'm currently taking votes about which playthroughs to do, and I've been loving the playthroughs that I'm doing right now, which is Aokana and Venus Blood Frontier. Venus Blood Frontier in particular has been pretty surprising. I thought that I wouldn't like it all that much, but oh boy, the gameplay is pretty fun. The main character is pretty competent. So the dynamic change between Aokana and Venus Blood Frontier is something of a welcome change. In Aokana, I would always be voice acting a soy boy called Messiah Hinata. God, I don't hate him. I can understand where he's coming from, like how his reasoning came to be. But I feel like that's just not the type of person that I am. So you would see me use like mental gymnastics trying to argue with his narrative. I feel like that's part of the fun of reading these stories and making a playthrough out of them, though. If I was just reading like these playthroughs by myself, I would have some reservations about my own, like, my emotions or my thoughts when reading them wouldn't be as enhanced as they are or as coherent as they are when I'm making these playthroughs. So I really like actually making playthroughs for visual novels like this. It makes it feel like I'm always coherent with my feelings, with my thoughts, and stuff like that. And it's a very nice feeling. And yeah, that's where it goes down to. Like, I really like doing these votes and stuff. But also, I feel like I'm not really trying to change the channel all too much. I wanted to make normal gameplay videos or normal gameplay playthroughs too at the start. But throughout 2023, I've been wanting to get back into gaming again, but I just do not have the love and passion that I used to have back when I was a kid. It's just not something that I do for fun anymore. Like, the reason why I play games in the first place back when I was a kid is because I want to explore new stuff. I want to escape the world, right? Escapism. Because my life was just not as fun. That's sadly the truth for me. It's not for everyone, of course. Not everyone that plays games do it for escapism. But I actually did it for that, looking back on my life. And the thing was, when you're a kid, you're not exposed to a lot of media. You're not exposed to a lot of the same stuff. So when you play a game, you take in the time to enjoy the new environment, the lore, the characters. You're not really exposed to stereotypes. So everything that you play for a first playthrough, for the first time, it's very much new. So it was always refreshing. But nowadays, because I'm so used to games, I know stereotypes. I know which people are the villain. Heck, even voice actors, for the most part, if they're a popular voice actor, you know that they're the villain because they usually voice that type of character. So, yeah, it's just not as fun anymore because I analyze all these things that I never used to do as a kid. And I also now take the time to actually think about how much grinding it takes to beat a boss, how gameplay mechanics are not balanced, how you need to over level sometimes to beat a boss. So all these things make me not have as much fun anymore when playing games. The games that I do still have fun was actually Baldur's Gate 3 because that was just something special. It was unique. It was insane. I am not a D&D player, but I could understand why people would love D&D after playing that. That is actually an amazing game. But yeah, it's like one in a couple of decades kind of thing, you know? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be putting RPG playthroughs or normal game playthroughs for the most part on my main channel. Maybe I'll still try to stream them on Twitch, but I really just haven't even been particularly in a gaming mood as much anymore. I still play rhythm games, and that is still very fun. But that's something that I want to play just as a gameplay thing. If I boot up a rhythm game, I would just game for an hour, 2 hours, not think about the story, not think about the mechanics. I just like use my reflex to perfect combo a song, and that's it. And that's fun to me. But a lot of the RPGs that I've been playing lately have just not been as fun with the reasons that I kept saying. But yeah, so the future of the channel for the most part is going to be staying the same. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, scheduled uploads for voted playthroughs on YouTube. After I'm done with Alcana, I'll be putting Venus Blood Frontier. But yeah, for the most part, that's going to be how the scheduling works. I'm making 2 playthroughs at the same time right now, right? So Alcana and Venus Blood Frontier. But I will only be drip fitting you guys on YouTube the first playthrough first, or the first game first until it's done, because I don't want to cock block you guys. And I don't want to put in all 5 episodes on YouTube because at some point Patreon, you guys will catch up to Patreon if I put on every episode on YouTube, and I don't like that. I don't want to be rushed when I make these playthroughs. I want to actually take the time. I want to have my voice in tip-top shape. I want to give good commentary and all that stuff, which was what happened when I stopped recording for a bit after Rance 9 last year. But yeah. And what else? I guess that's about it for the future of the channel, really. I appreciate you guys also just watching the video. But if you guys want to, like I said, get some more early access stuff on Patreon, do feel free to do so. Not needed like at all. All this stuff will always be free on Patreon. Oh, sorry, on YouTube. Also, Patreon has this thing called free members. So if you guys are on YouTube but aren't on Patreon yet, you can just sub as a free member, and I'll put in links to first episode previews on the new playthroughs that we'll be doing. But yeah, that's it for the majority for the channel. I appreciate just people watching, as I said. It's always good to have feedback on the reasoning of why people like specific characters, on why people dislike specific characters, and it's always fun to have a discussion. Sorry about that. Had to cuff. As for my own New Year's resolution, I don't really have that much, actually. I'm pretty content with what I do, but it's really bad to always be in your comfort zone too. I realize that. You kind of have to start going out of your comfort zone and do things that you are not comfortable with, right? But I don't know what to do just yet. For now, though, I guess my New Year's resolution would be to fix my bad speech patterns. You guys would probably realize this if you watch a lot of my playthroughs, but sometimes there would be a specific point in time where I say a specific word constantly, almost on every sentence. I don't know why I do that. Maybe sometimes I'm a bit preoccupied with that word and I like it really much that I keep saying it for the next like 3-4 days. I hate that though. I really hate that. It's a bad habit that I have. And well, I just want to change it. Nothing bad per se, it just feels really awkward when I do it. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's a me kind of thing. As well as I don't know, New Year's resolution. For the most part, I don't have much. Maybe get closer to my family. Growing the YouTube, I think that's just gonna progress just as I keep putting out content like consistently. So I don't think I should put that into a New Year's resolution. Besides, people liking me or not, it doesn't really matter to me all that much. As long as I'm doing the stuff that I enjoy, I feel like it will attract people that would also enjoy the stuff that I do, right? So it's basically like that's something that's out of my control. I'm gonna keep putting content consistently. That's the only thing I could do. But if people subscribe to me or not, it's up to them, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't think it's necessarily a good thing to have something that's out of your control as a New Year's resolution. I should probably try to increase my social circle. That's probably a good idea. I've been wanting to do that for the past 2 years or so. But I am not a very friendly person. I'm not a very amicable person. So it's been pretty hard. I also am a pretty elitist sort of person, I guess. So when I do something, I always try to squeeze in every bit of effort I could in that sort of activity. So I actually used to be in a cycling like circle, but I never got to the point where I felt fulfilled. Simply because a lot of the people that are in the circle mostly do it for social media, so they would take pictures when we go out. So they do it not for the activity itself, but for the extra stuff that comes along with it, right? You get to meet new people, you talk about stuff that's actually not cycling, which I'm not all that interested about. Some people do some marketing and try to make you buy some of their shit, which I'm also not into that. So I guess it's not fair for me to judge that circle or every circle in general based on that circle that I went to, because there are definitely passionate circles out there that would do what I want to do, which is just cycle, and then after that we would go to a cafe or a coffee shop. But yeah, I just don't have the very best like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't see the good in people most of the time, if that makes sense. I always have like the worst case scenario about people in general. I don't trust people, basically, okay? That's what it boils down to. And I don't think this is something that I want to change, so I'm not going to put a New Year's resolution to trust more people. That's no, that's bullshit. I actually like the way I think, so there's no way I would accommodate myself to change just so that I can trust more people. No. But all right, I think I'm rambling on a bit too much. This is falling down into not even like personal resolution or stuff like that. It's just me rambling about random shit. So, as usual, or not as usual, just want to say once again, thank you guys for the support and whatnot. And if you guys want to actually, I've seen people do this, so people that pledge on Patreon sometimes leave it way too long. So if you guys don't know, Patreon is a monthly base subscription kind of thing. So if you guys just want to give me money once, I actually put in a link to PayPal now on the description of the videos. If you guys don't know, I also changed the description on videos. Not on all the videos, but on new playthroughs, I actually do change the description on the videos, okay? So people probably don't even check those, which is kind of a shame. But if you guys want to actually see each descriptions on each episode, I actually do that on Patreon because I basically put in like a synopsis of what happened in the video itself before I upload the video. But yeah, I put in PayPal for people that just want to give me money once. But I can't really give you the benefits of Patreon though for you guys that do that. People have actually done that, and I think they forgot to put in, or they actually forgot to cancel for the next month. I feel sorry for that. So if you guys want to actually just refund that, feel free. So yeah, I'm not really doing this for the money just yet. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with how I'm living. Of course, money is good, but I feel like when your only driving factor to do something is just money, it's not really fun. Some people work, of course, for money. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I want to do this not for the money first. Though if I do get money, it's like an encouraging factor, right? But yeah, I just want to put that out there. But yeah, as always, I will see you guys on the next update video, whenever that's going to be. Maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months. We'll see. Maybe I should nah. Maybe making updates every month is probably going to be weird, since there's probably not going to be much for me to say. So yeah, we'll see when's the next update's going to be. See ya.